Shabbat Shalom, family. Good to see you all here. I hope you're doing well. We're going to talk about Donald Trump going to Truth Social and posting the Obamas depicting them as apes. Now, we know them referring to us as primates is something very historic, although our DNA has no ties to any monkeys or apes, which goes to show you when the Most High created us, we have always been nothing but men and women on this earth. We did not evolve into something else. We did not go through an evolution. We were created as men and women, and that's what we are today, and that's what we were in the very beginning. Now, our accusers, on the other hand, have all kinds of ties and links to Reese's monkeys and stuff. There are also memes online comparing white people's lips to chimpanzees. They don't have that comparison with us, but they do with white people. And see, what I don't get about them is they keep going on and on about us being monkeys, but and I kid you not, when you look at most of the memes that are online today, virtually all of the memes are comparing white people to primates, to rhesus monkeys, to chimpanzee. All of the depictions are them. And I said, wow, how things have changed. But, there's still that few that are still hanging on to we are these monkeys. And it's nothing but an attempt to dehumanize us, to make us feel less than. But y'all, my observation is for them to put that out there, they feel less than. Let's look at a comparison to Donald Trump and the Obamas. Now, we know Michelle went to Yale, Obama went to Harvard. When you listen to now, and just follow me on this, when you listen to, now I'm not favoring the Obamas, but even they don't deserve to be called apes. All right. When you listen to Obama and Michelle talk and listen to Donald Trump, it don't take a rocket scientist to see who got the smarts here. It doesn't. You can instantly pick up the Obamas far exceed Donald Trump in education. They far exceed them in him in intelligence and so on and so forth. And Donald Trump is also buttsore that Barack Obama won back-to-back terms in office and he didn't. Barack Obama and Michelle, when they left the White House, they got $60 million apiece. They gave her 60 million and gave him 60 million. And they had all kinds of book deals, deals with Netflix. They had all kinds of money. So it was, when they left shortly after that, I had read a story that the Obamas were on their way to having well over $100 million because of all the contracts and deals. When they left the White House, they left with all kinds of Netflix deals, book deals, and all kinds speaking engagements. $100 million easy. Donald Trump didn't get offered any of those things. Obama, because he's a two-term president, he was one, he gets a library. Donald Trump didn't. See, when you only do one term, you get nothing. You don't get the money, you get nothing. You got to serve two terms in order to get all of the rewards from it. He didn't get none of that. A lot of it is jealousy. Number three, Barack Obama won the Nobel Peace Prize. Donald Trump has been chasing the Nobel Peace Prize forever. Now, even in his first term, he was trying to get it. He didn't get it. He didn't get it in his second term. A Venezuelan woman won, but the people that are in charge of the Nobel Peace Prize says she can't give that away. Even if she physically give it to Donald Trump, it is still documented that she won it, not Donald Trump. She can't give it away. Although she did, but they said she is still the recorded winner of the Nobel Peace Prize, not Donald Trump. Okay? And Donald Trump got 34 felonies on him. The Obamas to have no felonies. Michelle Obama's documentary Becoming over on Netflix, millions and millions of people watched that documentary. Melania did one on her life, and nobody has gone to the movie theater hardly. Selling 7 tickets and a ticket here and there. That's a nobody. That's like nobody watching your movie. So, in comparison, the Obamas far exceed both the First Lady and Donald Trump to present day. They have not exceeded them to this very day. So it's jealousy. So let me tell you, when President Donald Trump posted this photo of the Obamas what have the Obamas done to him? I haven't seen them do anything. Now, Barack Obama attended Trump's inauguration. Michelle wouldn't go. I knew Michelle wasn't going. That's one thing, that woman don't play. She don't be playing around and trying to pretending. She'll just walk away. She didn't go. And Donald Trump, he's the between them, he's the one that's inadequate. He is the one inadequate. Now, when this was posted on Truth Social, y'all, it was literally out there for 12 hours before it got taken down. So for 12 straight hours, that depiction of the Obamas as apes was out on Truth Social. And a lot of people got the picture and reposted it, and they were dragging Donald Trump for putting that out there in the first place. So it was a lot of backlash on the internet. Well, when Donald Trump finally said something about it, he claimed this is what, and I don't believe him, by the way. He claimed one of his aides put that out there. He didn't do it. I don't believe Donald Trump. I believe Donald Trump put that out there himself. He did not anticipate the amount of backlash that came, because they said not only did the backlash happen, a lot of people within his own party felt that was not right for him to do. But that's what he did. He tried to put it on an aid. I'm sorry, I'm not buying it. So you have this social media account, and all kinds of aides got access to it too. Nah. Donald Trump is lying. He willingly put that picture out there. I really firmly believe that. I do. And, here's the bottom line, Donald Trump. As I stated in the beginning, we have no primate DNA. And when you put people like Donald Trump next to a rhesus monkey, you'll see more similarities than if you put Obama next to that rhesus monkey. I'm just saying. So, anyway, let me go ahead and share my screen so we can get started. Okay, here we go. Please give me a 1 if you can see my screen. Shabbat shalom to everybody in the chat. Thank you.
We have some news right now. There is outrage, even from MAGA Republicans now, as Caroline Leavitt is outwardly defending Donald Trump's racist post depicting Barack and Michelle Obama as monkeys. In a new statement, she tells the press to stop with the fake outrage and report on something today that actually matters to the American public. MAGA Republicans, even on the internet, are demanding that Trump take down the racist video. Now, she wants us to talk about something that, quote, actually matters to the American public. Racism actually matters to the American public. You know what else actually matters to the American public? The Epstein files. And that's what we're going to talk about too today. We're going to talk about how Donald Trump is mentioned by name 4,800 times, referenced more than 30,000 times in the Epstein files. We're going to talk about how there are many wealthy and powerful people very connected to Jeffrey Epstein that have yet to be held accountable. And we're not going to stop talking about the Epstein files, and we're also not going to stop calling out the racism. We can do both, and the media should do both. And that's what I'll be doing today. Spread the word, follow along for all the news you need to know about.
The video was deleted from President Trump's account, and it comes after a growing chorus of Republican lawmakers called on the White House to take the racist image down, including, as you say, Senator Tim Scott, who posted the image in addition to his post. ABC is not showing the image, but we are showing you the post. And it says, quote, praying it was fake because it's the most racist thing I've seen out of this White House. The president should remove it. The racist image comes at the end of a minute-long video the president posted on his social media platform. The first 59 seconds describe debunk election conspiracy theories from 2020. And at the end, the video suddenly cuts to an animated meme showing the Obamas' faces on the bodies of apes. The NAACP is out with a statement saying in part, quote, Donald Trump's video is blatantly racist, disgusting, and utterly despicable, end quote. That again from the NAACP. Images of Black people as apes have been used throughout American history to dehumanize them. Slave traders and segregationists use these types of images to depict Black people as inferior, and at times it's led to violence. Initially, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said in a statement, quote, this is from an internet meme depicting President Trump as the king of the jungle and Democrats as characters from The Lion King. Please stop the fake outrage and report on something today that actually matters to the American public, end quote. But again, since that statement, the video now appears to have been deleted, and the White House is now saying from an anonymous staffer, quote, that they erroneously made the post. The video that Leavitt described in that initial statement I just played for you was originally shared on Facebook last October by the Hardin County Republican Party of Kentucky. The chairman of that group issued an apology at the time and deleted the original post after backlash. And again, a number of Republican lawmakers are reacting to this. Another is Republican Congressman Mike Lawler. He's posting, quote, the president's post is wrong and incredibly offensive, whether intentional or a mistake, and it should be deleted immediately with an apology offered. The Obamas have not commented on the video at this point, Diane.
Name one time Trump was racist. Okay, I will. 1973, the Nixon administration sued Trump for refusing to rent to Black people. 1980s, Trump's casinos were accused of hiding the Black staff when Trump visited. 1989, Trump took out a full-page ad arguing for the death penalty for a group of 5 Black men, the Central Park 5, effectively putting a bounty on their heads and plaguing them with a lifetime of death threats. He was sued by the Justice Department for discrimination. 1991, Black guys counting my money, I hate it. The only kinds of people I want counting my money are short guys that wear yarmulkes every day. I think that the Black guy is lazy, and it's probably not his fault because laziness is a trait in Blacks. It really is. 1992, Trump's casino was fined $200,000 for transferring Black dealers off certain tables to appease racist patrons. 1993, Trump said Native American casinos shouldn't be allowed because they don't look like Indians to me. 2000, Trump ran a series of attack ads against Native American casinos alleging, with no proof, that they were guilty of crimes. 2004, Trump fired a Black contestant from The Apprentice for being overeducated. 2010, Trump arguing in favor of segregating Muslims in Lower Manhattan. 2011, birtherism. Trump alleged that Obama was Kenyan based on nothing but skin color. He never apologized nor denied.
Donald Trump's Truth Social account has posted Barack and Michelle Obama as apes. The administration defended this for hours. The press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, came out and defended this video and said that the media should focus on something more important. It was right after that, that Senator Tim Scott, a black man, came out and publicly lobbied for Donald Trump to take the post down. At that point, that's when Donald Trump took the post down and said it was some staffer that posted that. Here's the thing about technology, though, is that it is very easily verifiable where that post came from. Being in technology myself, I know this for a fact. So Donald Trump needs to release all of the information that proves that somebody else logged into his account from a different location than where he was at, and showing that they posted that. Anything less than this is an admission that Donald Trump posted this himself. I've been telling you guys for months about this. Donald Trump will throw you under the bus before he even sees a tire. Pam Bondi and Kash Patel, I hope you're paying attention to what's going on here, because the same thing's about to happen to you. As soon as it becomes clear that Donald Trump can throw you under the bus to get away from something, he's going to do it. Remember, Nixon's attorney general went to prison. Nixon never did. Now, following these stories takes a lot of insight. I have to do a lot of research, which is why I would recommend Ground News. So you can see this is the app here. I've been following this story all day. So if you find a story that you like, that you want to look at a little bit more closely, you can see how it's broken out by left or center. If there was a right interest there, it'd be there too. There's a bias comparison that tells you what you're looking at. There's a cool full coverage. And there's a breakdown, tells you factuality, bias, ownership, those type of things. This is good stuff. And since I'm partnering with Ground News, you can get Vantage Unlimited Access Plan by using the link in my bio. That's ground.news/Goldsby. Again, that's ground.news/Goldsby. Until my next video, guys, drop a follow on TikTok, subscribe on Instagram, subscribe on YouTube. I love you guys. See ya.
This is y'all president. This is y'all president. Dead ass. I'm like so eager to see MAGA run defense for this. Like, I really want to see the defense that's going to get ran for this shit right here. It's just going to be super wild, because I haven't seen a lot of politicians say anything about this on Twitter yet. But then you got people like Terrence Cuck Williams, this comedian, I guess, saying that it's not real, it's not real. But the funny part is everybody in the comments is telling him it's real, and he is yet to respond or make a new post since. But yeah, man, MAGA, what y'all gonna do, man? You gonna defend it? You're gonna deny it, of course, like Terrence is doing. You're gonna come back and say, well, it's okay, it's just comedy anyway. Look at South Park. Too bad South Park isn't our president, right? Just curious. How do you guys feel? Let me know in the comments below, MAGA.
See, it's shit like this that when people tell me that the president not racist, this is exactly the kind of shit that I turn to. It's like, you mean to tell me that the president take Michelle Obama and Barack Obama and put their face on a monkey suit, gorilla suit, monkey suit, either or. Now, since then, the president has taken this down, and I think the only reason that he took it down is because they tried to make it like he was saying, oh, I'm the king of the jungle and so or whatever. But at the same time, under the post, all of MAGA started commenting, like basically letting him know, like, we know there's some racist shit, saying stuff like, oh, yeah, they need to go swing from a tree. So that's not making sense to me at all, to try to make it like you was trying to say, oh, you the king of the jungle, but then you take Barack Obama and Michelle Obama and put them in a monkey suit. And then the White House say, this is from an internet meme video depicting President Trump as the king of the jungle and Democrats as characters from The Lion King. Please stop the fake outrage and report on something today that actually matter to the American public. Caroline. That's bullshit, and they know it. Y'all drop a comment. Let me know what y'all think about this bullshit.
The disrespect. The disrespect. Oh, gosh. My, oh, my. And you know what? He's a very, very smart man. I see why. Yes, it's some BS. It's effed up. But You know how he's smart? You know how he's smart? Because he knows that will take the heat off him and deflect away from the whole Epstein files. You know, I mean, there's been a reaction, yeah, but there hasn't been a mass reaction, yeah, and that may, in a kind of way, be a good thing because people are still on his neck, keeping their foot on his neck regarding the Epstein files. This is regarding the sitting president Donald Trump, okay? But this really, as it is, yeah, just an attempt to take the heat off his neck. Because right now, you know, governments, boy, social opinion is at its lowest ever with regards to governments and power. You know, listen, people that were in denial, yeah, about the whole, you know, what people classed previously as conspiracy theory, yeah, this is now conspiracy reality, if it makes sense, you know. And even the right-wing commentators, the smaller right-wing commentators, yeah, you know, in the UK and the US, you know, the small-time YouTube, you know, the usual candidates, yeah, they're quiet on this because this is big boy stuff. This is game-changing stuff. This is stuff that's going to change the political arena forever, possibly, you know. Don't forget, they're talking about Bill Gates, talking to Epstein about the pandemic 6, 7, 8 years before it even happened. But no, we're sticking on this. Let's not detract. I'm detracting here. This is a new low. Yeah. And let's not forget, Obama hasn't been in office for how long? You know, Biden's been in since him. Okay. But let me just hit an article on this, yeah, so we give it some context before I come back again. Yeah. But as it stands, according to an UK independent broadsheet article, Trump shares video depicting Barack
as apes. Now, supposedly, according to Sophia Chai, that the video was uploaded by a staffer and that Donald Trump never saw it. President Trump didn't see the video, legitimately didn't. A staffer posted it. For what it's worth, only a small handful of staffers have access to his Truth Social account. So then the question here would be, is that staffer getting fired for exhibiting racism on a presidential platform, no less? This also sets a precedent that if Donald Trump decides to post something else that is egregious, shameful, and disgusting, will he just use this same excuse again? And is he liable for what is put on his platform, or are his staffers? And if these are the staffers that are posting stuff for him, it just shows how incompetent they are and how incompetent Trump chose his staffers as well. Mehdi Hassan, who's the founder of Zeteo News, said that no one believes this, and will that imaginary staffer be named and fired? And I have to agree with those questions. Because, reminder, they said it was no big deal because it was depicting them as characters from The Lion King, which begs the question that means it was not racist in any way, yet they deleted the video anyway. Straight incompetence. That is the news. You can follow for more, but you don't have to.
So reportedly that racist picture of the Obamas on y'all's president's Truth Social has been removed. Now, they saying that this was a staffer that put that the president didn't put it, and it was unbeknownst to him. But none of us believes that the president is actually like doing his own social media posts. Like clearly as the people are putting what he wants them to put, and it's his thoughts and everything that's on there. But none of us believes that he's on there with his own tricky fingers, like posting stuff, right? Now, the ironic thing about the way he be moving sometimes is usually he acts like the smartest person in every room. He's the smartest person. He knows more than anybody has ever known in the history of knowing things. And yet, when the ish hits the fan, he runs straight to deniability. Oh, it wasn't him. It was a staffer. It was unbeknownst to him. Is the staffer fired and relieved of his duties? Has the staffer been terminated since he went out here and did this? Like, make it make sense. Help us to understand what all is going on. And listen, and also let's be clear, nobody is surprised that an image like this would appear on y'all's president's social media. We know that these are common tropes and common racist ideologies about the way some people see Black people. So it's not like it's far-fetched or anything. I'm just saying.
As far as Caroline Levitt, you can go fuck yourself. Okay? You can go, who's gonna really listen to you? You go on TV every single day lying for Donald Trump day in and day out, like you are some credible person with some voice. Girl, if you don't go somewhere and get out of here, ain't nobody listening to you. So, anyway, y'all, the bottom line is this was done on Donald Trump's account. At this point, it can't be undone. You can try to put it on a staffer and anyone else in your cabinet. And I do agree with what some of these people said. If you didn't get rid of that person, then I don't believe that was a staffer. I believe that was Donald Trump. I really do. And I don't believe anybody logged into that account and put that out there other than Donald Trump. That's my opinion, and that's where I stand on the whole thing. Yeah, let's see more of the Epstein files. That's what we really need to see. We don't need to see no depictions of Barack Obama and Michelle as apes. We need to see more of the Epstein files. And where's the victims? Where are the surviving Donald Trump documentaries on Netflix? That's what we need to see. Go get the victims. Y'all gave Art Kelly that treatment, but you're not going to give that treatment to Donald Trump. Let's see the surviving Donald Trump victims on Netflix. That should be the next move that's made up in here. So, y'all, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and conclude. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for all of your support. I did make gold this week, and I see some people are still donating. I will keep it up because some people did ask me to keep it up. They want to still make donations. I will keep it up until the very end of February, and then I will take down my fundraiser. But I thank each and every one of you. I pray the Most High will bless you in your daily life. And I pray that, when the 18th come, that everything will go well and I'll be able to continue on with you online without missing a beat. So y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. We have Bible study at 1:45. So many of you I will see then. If not, have a wonderful afternoon. Shalom, family.